This is Bx2 to Kingsbridge Heights, Fort Independence Street. Next stop Lincoln Avenue and East 137th Street. This stop is Lincoln Avenue and East 137th Street. Next stop 3rd Avenue and East 140th Street. This stop is 3rd Avenue and East 140th Street. Next stop 3rd Avenue and East 144th Street. This stop is 3rd Avenue and East 144th Street. Next stop East 149th Street and Melrose Avenue. This stop is East 149th Street and Melrose Avenue. Next stop East 149th Street and Cortlandt Avenue. This stop is East 149th Street and Cortlandt Avenue. Next stop East 149th Street and Morris Avenue. This stop is East 149th Street and Morris Avenue. Next stop Grand Concourse and East 149th Street. Transfer is available to the Bx1 Limited and the Bx19. This stop is Grand Concourse and East 149th Street. Next stop Grand Concourse and East 153rd Street. This stop is Grand Concourse and East 153rd Street. Next stop Grand Concourse and East 156th Street. This stop is Grand Concourse and East 156th Street. Next stop Grand Concourse and East 161st Street. Transfer is available to the Bx1 Limited and the Bx6 and Bx6 SBS. This stop is Grand Concourse and East 161st Street. Next stop Grand Concourse and East 163rd Street. This stop is Grand Concourse and East 163rd Street. Next stop Grand Concourse and East 165th Street. Transfer is available to the Bx1 Limited. This stop is Grand Concourse and East 165th Street. Next stop Grand Concourse and McClellan Street. This stop is Grand Concourse and McClellan Street. Next stop Grand Concourse and East 167th Street. Transfer is available to the Bx1 Limited and Bx35. This stop is Grand Concourse and East 167th Street. Next stop Grand Concourse and East 169th Street. This stop is Grand Concourse and East 169th Street. Next stop Grand Concourse and East 170th Street. Transfer is available to the Bx1 Limited and the Bx11 and the Bx18. This stop is Grand Concourse and East 170th Street. Next stop Grand Concourse and East 172nd Street. This stop is Grand Concourse and East 172nd Street. Next stop Grand Concourse and Mount Eden Avenue. Transfer is available to the Bx1 Limited. This stop is Grand Concourse and Mount Eden Avenue. Next stop Grand Concourse and Cross Bronx Express Overpass. This stop is Grand Concourse and Cross Bronx Express Overpass. Next stop Grand Concourse East 175th Street. This stop is Grand Concourse and East 175th Street. Next stop Grand Concourse and East Tremont Avenue. Transfer is available to the Bx1 Limited and the Bx36 and Bx36 Limited. This stop is Grand Concourse and East Tremont Avenue. Next stop Grand Concourse and East 179th Street. This stop is Grand Concourse and East 179th Street. Next stop Grand Concourse and East Burnside Avenue. Transfer is available to the Bx1 Limited Bx40, Bx42 and Bxm4. This stop is Grand Concourse and Burnside Avenue. Next stop Grand Concourse and East 180th Street. This stop is Grand Concourse and East 180th Street. Next stop Grand Concourse and East 182nd Street. This stop is Grand Concourse and East 182nd Street. Next stop Grand Concourse and Field Place. This stop is Grand Concourse and Field Place. Next stop Grand Concourse and East 187th Street. This stop is Grand Concourse and East 187th Street. Next stop Grand Concourse and East Fordham Road. Transfer is available to the Bx1 Limited and Bx12 and Bx12 SBS. This stop is Grand Concourse and East Fordham Road. Next stop Grand Concourse and East Kingsbridge Road. Transfer is available to the Bx1 Limited and the Bx22 and Bx28 and Bx9. This stop is Grand Concourse and East Kingsbridge Road. Next stop Grand Concourse and East 196th Street. This stop is Grand Concourse and East 196th Street. Next stop Grand Concourse and East 198th Street. This stop is Grand Concourse and East 198th Street. Next stop Grand Concourse and Bedford Park Boulevard. Transfer is available to the Bx1 Limited and Bx26. This stop is Grand Concourse and Bedford Park Boulevard. Next stop Grand Concourse and East 203rd Street. This stop is Grand Concourse and East 203rd Street. Next stop Grand Concourse and East 206th Street. This stop is Grand Concourse and East 206th Street. Next stop Grand Concourse and East Mashola Parkway South. This stop is Grand Concourse and East Mashola Parkway South. Next stop East Mashola Parkway South and Jerome Avenue. Transfer is available to the Bx10 and Bx28. This stop is East Mashola Parkway South and Jerome Avenue. Next stop West Mashola Parkway South and Paul Avenue. This stop is West Mashola Parkway South and Paul Avenue. Next stop Sedgwick Avenue and Dickinson Avenue. This stop is Sedgwick Avenue and Dickinson Avenue. Next stop Sedgwick Avenue and Hillman Avenue. This stop is Sedgwick Avenue and Hillman Avenue. Next stop Sedgwick Avenue and Van Cortlandt Avenue West. This stop is Sedgwick Avenue and Van Cortlandt Avenue West. Next stop Sedgwick Avenue and Stevenson Place. This stop is Sedgwick Avenue and Stevenson Place. Next stop Sedgwick Avenue and Giles Place. This stop is Sedgwick Avenue and Giles Place. Next stop Sedgwick Avenue and Fort Independence Street. Transfer is available to the Bx1 Limited. This stop is Sedgwick Avenue and Fort Independence Street. Please exit through the rear door.